What is going on, people? Today I will be reacting to Olivia Rodrigo. I've heard Driver's License before, but I have yet to truly dive into her discography. And the name of this album is Sour.
I'm so insecure, I think that I'll die before I drink. And I'm so caught up in the news of who likes me and who hates you. And I'm so tired that I might quit my job, start a new life. And they'd all be so disappointed, cause who am I if not exploited? And I'm so sick of 17.
I think I might just quit my job because who am I if not exploited? I think they'd all be disappointed. Paraphrasing here, I might have said that in reverse, but it's obvious that she has a poignant class analysis, and that's always nice to hear.
Disappointed, cause who am I if not exploited? And I'm so sick of 17. Where's my fucking teenage dream? If someone tells me one more time, enjoy your youth, I'm gonna cry. And I don't stick up for myself. I'm anxious and nothing can help. And I wish
that's pretty invalidating now that I think about it. When older people tell you to enjoy your youth, when they don't necessarily understand what your life involves, all the like pain and tribulations that you go through as a young person, especially in an increasingly unequal society, where it's, you know, people feel lost, people feel left out, people feel underappreciated, especially at their jobs. I can understand her frustration for sure.
I'd done this before, and I wish people liked me more. All I did was try my best. It's the kind of things I did. I'm relentlessly upset. They say these are the golden years, but I wish I could disappear. Ego crush is so severe. God, it's brutal out here.
Yeah, this is a strong way to start the album.
The way I'm perceived, I only have 2 real friends, and lately I'm a nervous wreck, cause I love people.
I can see why she's gained a lot of attention and notoriety over the past couple of years, because a lot of what she's saying is relatable to folks for one reason or another. That was interesting. I like people who don't like me. I could relate to that, but especially in high school, in high school. I mean, I was a lone wolf for the most part, but I would catch myself in, a friend group where they were essentially like clowning me and making fun of me, but I didn't really perceive it as that because they were still accepting me, if that makes sense. So I would just be like, okay, I guess I'll be the butt of your joke. I'm not really sure why, It's not like you have a significant edge over me intellectually or physically or socially, but I guess. But yeah, I think the older you get, you just have to make sure that you're creating a team of people around you, folks who have different roles and can help you advance the quality of your life in a variety of ways. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's mostly emotional, mostly financial, mostly career based. For some people, you're friends with them not because they can help you gain access to power, status, and prestige, but because you just enjoy their company, and there are benefits to that too. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a wholesome, well-balanced individual, and you don't do that by going out of your way to fraternize with or befriend people who don't like you. You got to be careful of those people. Keep them at an arm's distance.
It's brutal out here. Broken heart. God, I don't even know where to start.
That was an interesting way to end the song. And this one is called Traitor.
Guilty eyes and little white lies. How you said you were friends, now it sure as hell don't look
voice inflection. Yeah. Yeah.
We were together, loved you at your worst, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. Now you bring her around just to shut me down, show her off like she's a new trophy. I know if you were true, there's no damn way that you could fall in love with somebody that quickly. Ain't it funny? All the
You got to watch out for the monkeys. Some people will monkey branch when they're in relationships. They'll be with you, but emotionally, they won't be with you. They'll be with somebody else, or they'll already be thinking about who's going to be the next person, who's going to be the next girlfriend for me, because this is getting a little stale. This is getting a little too stable. This is getting a little too familiar. I like the instability. I like the chaos. I like the novelty of being in relationships or getting into new relationships. So eventually I'm going to ditch this person. So let me just play the field and see who's next. You know, you want to stay away from people like that. But it's hard. It's easier said than done because you don't really know who they are until you catch them in the deed.
games, all the questions you used to.
But once you catch them in the deed, whoo, boy, nope. Especially if it happens early on.
Ain't it funny? Remember I brought her up and you told me.
But even if it happens later on, it's still, you're gonna have to make some serious decisions about your relationship with them, because someone who can make calculated decisions like that to be messing with somebody over the course of days, it's not even a one night stand. That's bad to have like a one night stand with somebody you cheat, but to be talking to other people day after day after day, week after week after week, who knows, month after month after month, while you're in a relationship with somebody and they don't know about it. In my book, that is unforgivable.
I was paranoid. You betrayed.
We got the gaslight, and he told her she was paranoid.
I was paranoid. You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I heard. Yeah, you talked to her when we were together. Loved you at your worst, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat.
2 weeks.
You're still a traitor. God, I wish that you had thought this through before I went and fell in love with you.
No, girl, you got to think this through. Sometimes it's easy to blame the people who end up hurting us, but what would be more effective for us to heal and to prevent the same situation from happening again would be to practice introspection without beating ourselves up and telling ourselves that we're stupid for not seeing all the signs. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people, they either don't engage in introspection at all or engage in it in such a way that is still destructive and detrimental to their overall well-being. So when I say engage in introspection, you can't do that. You can't say, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I saw it. That's not introspection. That is scrutinizing yourself. Go ahead and grieve, engage in new tasks and new activities. Make sure that you're keeping your support system close. And then eventually you got to get to the point where you could analyze the relationship, what went wrong, where it went wrong. But in the process of doing that, you kind of have to look at it scientifically. And I know that's easier said than done, to just detach from your past relationship, especially if it was traumatic and ended badly. But when you are in the process of examining what happened, to a certain extent, you have to do it. You have to treat it like a science project, looking at those variables and stuff and thinking back to how you felt when you were in that situation, which can stir up a lot of emotions. And that's why you just got to go through the process of grieving before you do that. Because you can't look back on something with a clear head if you're still grieving and emotionally distraught. But at a certain point, I got to ask myself, like, how could I end up in such a tumultuous relationship with this person who wasn't good to me and was lying and was, taking me for granted? And then you just, you prepare for the next relationship. You work on yourself. You be honest with yourself, and you rebuild. But the process of rebuilding is internal. Because what happened in the past already happened. So all you can do is rebuild your emotions, rebuild your confidence, rebuild your self-esteem. And you don't have to do it at somebody else's expense. So don't go and turn into the same person that did you wrong, because a lot of people do that as well. And that's not a healthy way to cope. You just have to, try your best, man. Be kind to yourself. But whatever you do, don't let your heart turn cold. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, the only person you're going to be hurting is yourself. Other people might get caught in the crossfire of your bitterness and your rage and the resentment you have towards your piece of shit ex. But if you continue to hold on to that and you use future relationships as an outlet to project those frustrations onto your partner, you're going to be doing yourself in. It's going to be a disaster every time. Then you're going to start to develop shitty habits and warped perceptions of people and of romance that can be very hard to undo. And at that point, you might just go from someone who got hurt and who was lovable to someone who is hurting others and has become extremely difficult to love. So y'all just be careful.
I got my driver's
And this is driver's license.
license last week, just like we always talked about. Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying cause you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt.
I love these claps in the background.
She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Yet today I drove through the suburbs. Cause how could I ever love someone else? And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you're
Her voice is so soothing. Hold on, there was something there.
I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. And all my friends are tired of hearing how much I miss you, but I kinda feel sorry for them, cause they'll never know you the way that I do. Yet today I drove through the suburbs and pictured I was driving home to you. And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one.
I gotta memorize the lyrics to the song because I could hear myself already screaming them at the top of my lungs.
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Red lights, stop signs, I still see your face in the white cars, front lines. Can't drive past the places we used to go to, 'cause I still fucking love you, babe.
That's the worst. Oh my God. When you can't even drive past like different places without thinking of that individual, or whenever you think about, I don't know, specific restaurant or type of food, your mind automatically jumps to like when y'all were eating that food or at that restaurant. That's the worst. I still have traumatic memories of pasta, and I know you're probably like, pasta, like that's hilarious, but yeah, my ex used to sorry, my ex used to make me pasta all the time. And for like the first year after our relationship, I would get repulsed at the sight of pasta. And that's the worst when you still love them. Oh man. But hold on, water break.
We're laughing over all the noise. God, I'm so blue, no words, but I still fucking love you, babe. I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. 'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Beautiful. This song is called One Step Forward.
Cold
And just in case I forget, can someone put the timestamps on this song? I'll probably remember, but just
you on the phone today. I still struck a nerve. You got me fucked up in the head, boy. Never doubted myself so much. Like, am I
this shit, albums like this will make you think that there are no good men in the world. But ladies, please don't believe that. So just be mindful. You know, if you have a soft heart, if you're very compassionate and empathetic towards people, understand that you are going to attract psychos. But you just have to be able to filter them out. Pay attention to the red flags. And don't be a fixer. If there's any advice I can give you, it's don't be a fixer. That is not to say, you know, if you come across somebody that you really like, you know, and you're feeling their energy, but it's obvious that they got a few screws loose or they have some trauma or things that they're dealing with internally, to just not pay them any mind and not give them a chance, because that's not right. Like that's not cool. All of us have shit that we're dealing with. But if their issues are, you know, along the lines of like dishonest or issues with fidelity, or they're the prototypical bad boy and they just got a lot of shit going, yo, keep it moving, ladies. Because men march. So if you're getting with a bad boy, then he's, you know, and that's what you're attracted to, and that's the reason why you're attracted to him, then what do you think the other guys who are single are going to do? They're going to see, oh my God, like he's the bad boy, you know, he's this and that, and he's getting all the women, he's getting all the girls. So I just need to do what he's doing. I have to manifest and embody the toxic behaviors and traits that he has. No, don't reward that shit. Don't reward toxic behavior. It's one thing to be patient with people and, like I said, empathetic with them, but Don't let anybody take advantage of you or drag you through the mud or play you for a fool. Nah, no. Hell no. Check that shit right away. Check that shit right away. Don't let anything go unsaid. If you have a concern about something, or if you sense that something is up, ask. Always ask. Don't accuse, ask. Ask questions. It's always better to ask questions than accuse somebody of doing something that they might not be doing. See what I'm saying?
Forward and 3 steps back. I'm the love of your life until I make you mad. It's always 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Do you love me, want me, hate me? Boy, I don't understand.
Yeah, she's giving y'all game. She's giving y'all game. I don't know what to say other than that. She's giving y'all game. She's letting you know like who to watch out for, and like the signs and the behaviors and the personality traits. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe in some masochistic way, I kind of find it all exciting. Like, which lover will I get today?
You could, but I'll be honest with you. That shit gets old real quick. It might be cool and exciting when you're in your teens and even in your early to mid 20s, like playing those games and being kept on the edge. But I'm telling you, you're going to develop some fucked up habits that you might not have the capacity to undo if you keep finding yourself in toxic relationships with people. You know?
Send me home crying. It's 1 step forward and 3 steps back. I'm the love of your life until I make you mad.
No, see, then that ain't love, man. This person that she's talking about does not sound stable. They don't sound consistent. They don't sound solid.
Always 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Do you love me, want me, hate me? Boy, I don't understand. No, it's back and forth. Did I say something wrong? It's back and forth, going over everything I said. It's back and forth. Did I do something wrong? It's back and forth. Maybe this is all your fault. Instead, it's 1 step forward and 3 steps back. And I'd leave you, but the roller coaster's all I've ever had. Yeah, it's 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Do you love me, want me, hate me? Boy, I don't understand. Strawberry ice cream, 1 spoon for 2, and trading jackets, laughing about how small it looks on you. What? Call her, I'ma say my name, 'cause let's be honest, we're gonna do sound the same. Another actress. I hate to think that I was just your type. I bet that she knows Billy Joel, 'cause you played her uptown girl. You're singing it together.
She's like, you're unoriginal. Your love is recycled.
Now I bet you even tell her how you love her. In between the chorus and the verse. So when you're gonna tell her that we did that too? She thinks it's special, but it's all we use. That was the show we talked about. Played you the song she's singing now when she's with you. Do you get deja
Imagine being Olivia's ex and hearing these songs on the radio. You got to hear it on the radio. There's no way you can escape it because one, this is your generation. Two, she's one of the biggest singers in America. So of course they're going to be playing her songs all over the radio.
But for you, I guess you moved on really easily. You found a new girl and it only took a couple weeks. Remember when you said that you wanted to give me the world? Good for you, I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess that
I heard this one too. I heard this one in the Tiny Desk, and people got mad at me because I said this sounds like the beginning to Paramore's "Well, whatever makes you break, I got it what I wanted now." Like yeah, people got mad at me. They said, "Stop comparing them. Don't compare her to whatever her name is, Parahore." They called her something like Parahore or something, and I'm like, yo, fucking stop being a weirdo, man. People are weird with this like celebrity worshiping shit. Like, don't do that. They got a beef, all right, that's their beef, but don't come on here disrespecting the artists that I'm talking about or I'm reacting to. Don't do that because you don't know these people. The same way I would not throw dirt on Olivia Rodrigo because I don't know her. Maybe I'll grow into a fan, but I don't know these people. So why would you just come into the comments and assume that I know about the beef and the legal case and whatever? I'm just going based on what I'm hearing. Anyway,
but you should really help.
People are weird when I don't know, y'all, and I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to be condescending either. But is that a Generation Z thing? Like, y'all are really into celebrities more than our generation? Or what is that? Like, y'all feel like y'all, or is it just like individual weird people who do that shit, who do that weird shit? Either way, it's weird. Like, stop being weird. Take care of your own problems, handle your own beefs, and just appreciate the music.
Better man for your brand new girl.
Yeah, and there's also this. I love this part. I like this one.
But for you, I guess you're getting everything you want. You bought a new car and your career's really taking off. It's like we never even happened, baby. What the fuck is up with that? And good for you, it's like you never even met me. Remember when you swore to God I was the only person who ever got you? Well, screw that and screw you. You will never have to hurt the way you know that I do. Well, good for you, you look happy and healthy. Not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. God, I wish that I could do that. Goddamn sociopath, I lost my mind. I've spent the night crying on the floor of my bedroom. Just so unaffected, I really don't get it, but I guess good for you. For you, I guess you moved on really easily.
Yeah, that was hard. This one is called Happier. Or no, this is called Enough for You.
I wore makeup when we dated, cause I thought you'd like me more. If I looked like the other prom queens, I know that
Ooh,
you.
and that's another one. Maybe some guys are weird about this, and I don't want to speak too much in generalities, even though I know I've gone into that territory. But most guys don't. Can you speak for most guys? Maybe guys are weird about that, but makeup, at least for me and a lot of the friends that I have, it ain't. It don't make a difference. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Like, I think it's called eyeliner when they put the black stuff around their eye. Like, that's cute. That's cute. But I don't find lipstick attractive. I don't find lip gloss, yeah. But I'm a basic dude anyway, so it makes sense that I would be attracted to like a basic woman, you know, or a woman that just keeps shit simple.
Love before. Tried so hard to be everything that you like. Just for you to say you're not the compliment type.
I'm not the
I know how you
Oh, she wants to be affirmed, but the person she's with is not, that's not his disposition. He's just not built like that, and he's not willing to make those compromises in the relationship to give her what she wants. Yeah, girl, you gotta go. You gotta find that guy that you want. If that's a guy that you want, then you gotta find that guy. Or you have to, you know, just don't be with this motherfucker because he's not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be with that because he's not gonna do it. Like I said before, you gotta love and accept people for who they are, and you have to understand that you can't change people, and the goal should not be to change people. And I think when you're younger, sometimes you could have that impression that, oh, if I just give it some time, and if I teach this person how to love me, then they will change. No, that's not how it works. You can have an influence on someone if they love and care about you enough, but if they're not even capable of like achieving the basics of what you want in a relationship, then how do you expect to get to a more advanced point? You just got to accept people for who they are, man. And that starts with accepting yourself, because once you accept yourself for who you are, then you know there's certain things that you're not going to look to the outside world to confirm, to affirm for you, because it'll already be in here. You'll already be okay with yourself in here. So you're not going to need a man to tell you this, that, and the other. Although I don't want to invalidate that, because I'm the type of person who I feed off of like positive affirmation. So, yeah.
took your coffee and your favorite songs by heart. I read all of your self-help books so you'd think that I was smart. Stupid, emotional, obsessive little me. I knew from the start this is exactly how you'd leave.
But he's fucked up. If he had you doing all that and his intentions were not to reciprocate, that's fucked up. But you got to be clear about things like that in relationships. That's why communication is so important. You know, asking people straight up, just telling people, this is what I like. This is what makes me feel valued. This is what makes me feel like I'm being appreciated in a relationship. Is this something that, you know, what do you think about that? Is that something you would be willing to do for me? And I also like to, you know, I also like to serve and do things for the person that I'm with. So are you someone who can accept like compliments and favors and stuff like that? And you just listen to what they have to say, but don't go in there hoping that they're going to be a certain type of way. You got to communicate with people so you can be on the same page from the jump.
I'm someone more exciting. The next second you were gone, and you left me there crying, wondering what I did wrong. And you always say I'm never satisfied, but I don't think that's true. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be enough for you. All I ever wanted was to be enough for you. And maybe I'm just not as interesting as the girls you had before, but God, you couldn't have cared less about someone who loved you more. I'd say you broke my heart, but you broke much more than that. Now I don't want your sympathy, I just want myself back. Before you found someone more exciting, the next second you were gone.
See, that sounds like codependence to me, man. And I'm not judging, because I've been in a similar, you know, we've all been there. At least I've been there. But if your self-image and self-worth is predicated on the approval of someone else, you're gonna fuck up the power dynamics, and you're gonna give them 100% of the power. You know what I'm saying? Because you just completely surrendered to them. Love does involve a certain degree of surrender, but not, it has to be reciprocal. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just give all of yourself, give everything to this one person because you want to make them satisfied, because you want to be good enough for them, when they don't care enough about you to make sacrifices and to tend to your needs.
Wondering what I did wrong. You always say I'm never satisfied, but I don't think that's true. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be enough. Don't you think I loved you too much to be used and discarded? Don't you think I loved you too much to think I deserve nothing? But don't tell me you're sorry, boy. Feel sorry for yourself. 'Cause someday I'll be everything to somebody else. They'll think that I am so exciting, and you'll be the one who's crying. Yeah, you always say I'm never satisfied, but I don't think that's true. You say I'm never satisfied, but that's not me, it's you. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be enough, but I don't think anything could ever be enough for you. For you.
Like that song. This is Happier.
We broke up a month ago. Your friends are mine, you know. I know you've moved on, found someone new. One more girl who brings out the better in you. And I thought my heart was detached from all the sunlight of our past. But she's so sweet, she's so pretty. Does she mean you forgot about me? Oh, I hope you're happy, but not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know, can't let you go.
Oh yeah, girl. No. That don't count. When you break up with somebody, you focus on yourself, man. Well, that's easier said than done.
So find someone great, but don't find no one better. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier. And do you tell her she's the most beautiful girl you've ever seen? An eternal love bullshit, you know you'll never mean. Remember when I believed you meant it when you said it first to me? And now I'm picking her apart, like cutting her down to make you miss my wretched heart. But she's beautiful, she looks kind, she probably gives you butterflies. I hope you're happy, but not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know, I can't let you go. So find someone great, but don't find no one better. I hope you're happy. I wish you all the best. Really say you love her, baby, just not like you love me. And think of me fondly when your hands are on her. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier.
See, that's the truest sign of maturity when you end a relationship and you're able to truly let go of the baggage you picked up when you were in it, is when you can say that you wish them the best and you hope that they find happiness without adding that caveat that I hope that you're happy with them, but not as happy as you were with me. But I know that's really hard to do. You know, especially if you get hurt in a relationship, like really hurt. It's hard to wish that for someone. 'Cause there's a part of you that's like, fuck them. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. So why would I wish the best for them? Why would I wish happiness for them when all they did was project unhappiness onto me? You know?
Just not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know. Can't let you go. So find someone great, but don't find no one better. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier.
She's the truth. This song is called Jealousy. Or Jealousy, Jealousy.
I kinda wanna throw my phone across the room, 'cause all I see are girls too good to be true, with paper white teeth and perfect bodies. Wish I didn't care. I know they're beautiful.
She has so much potential. She has so much potential. I could see her really diversifying her catalog going into the future, because vocally she can do a lot with her voice. But how old is she? But I do think her experience is what will help her reach, only 18, reach the ranks of, you know, a Lady Gaga, or where Dua Lipa is right now, you know. Billie Eilish, you see a little bit of that, you know, she's really starting to diversify, make different kind of music, even though I'm not too familiar with Billie Eilish, but I did react to her Tiny Desk.
Beauty's not my like, but it feels like that weight is on my back, and I can't let it go. Comparison is killing me slowly. I think too much about kids who don't know me. I'm so sick of myself. Rather be anyone else. But jealousy started following me. Started following me. I see everyone getting all the things I want. I'm happy. Rather be anyone else. But jealousy. Yeah, all your friends are so cool. You go out every night, and your daddy's a star. Yeah, you're living the life. Got a pretty face, pretty boyfriend too. I wanna be so bad, and I don't even know you. All I see is what I should be. Happier, prettier, jealousy. All I see is what I should be. I'm losing it, all I get jealousy. Comparison is killing me slowly. I think too much about kids who don't know me, and I'm so sick of myself. Rather be.
And this is Favorite Crime.
Know that I loved you so bad. I let you treat me like that. I was your willing accomplice, honey. And I watched as you fled the scene, died as you buried me. One heart broke, 4 hands bloody. The things I did, just so I could call you're around, 'cause you know it's your favorite crime. It's bittersweet to think about the damage that we do, 'cause I was going down, but I was doing it with you. Yeah, everything we broke and all the trouble that we made, but I say that I hate you with the smile on my face. Oh, look what we became. All the things I did, just so I could call you mine.
This one's hitting hard.
All the things you did, well, I hope I was your favorite crime.
That one hit me hard. And also, I'm not looking like directly at you. It's snowing outside, and the camera just happens to be positioned here, so I'm looking. I don't want you to be creeped out.
A boy once when I was small, a towhead blonde with eyes of salt. He played the drum in the marching band. His parents cared more about the Bible than being good to their own child. He wore long sleeves 'cause of his dad. And somehow
She's dating a Mormon?
that word of touch. Hope he took his bad deal and made a royal who she loved. She could hatred. We don't talk much, but I just gotta say I miss you. And I hope that you're okay. Address the letters to the holes in my butterfly wings. Nothing's forever. Nothing is as good as it seems. And when the clouds won't iron out and monsters creep into your house, every door is hard to close. Well, I hope you know how proud I am you were created with the courage to unlearn all of their hatred. God, I hope that you're happier today, 'cause I love you. And I hope that you're okay.
All right, there you go. Oh, what an amazing album. What a roller coaster. Hey, if y'all enjoyed this reaction, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you want me to keep checking out Olivia's music, like her performances and stuff, I would love to. Just give me recommendations, all right? I will see y'all next time. Peace.